Welcome once again to the Success Magnet Network. I'm so excited to introduce to you today Jill Vyn, who is one of our elite coaches. Jill Vyn Coaching. She's going to share with us a little bit how she works with leaders and how she helps people to become leaders as well. So, welcome to the program, Jill.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And I'm looking forward to connecting with and supporting your community.
Well, when we first chatted, I knew that you were a person with a great heart and that you always put your clients first. So I guess my question is, you're working with leaders, and leaders are, by definition, kind of the tip of the iceberg, right? Where they're gonna be here, and then maybe all the follows would be under the surface. So how do you support leaders, and how do you support, in your coaching practice? What is your main focus?
Yes. So, what I have experienced personally and in the coaching that I've done with leaders is that there's so much pressure. This pressure that leads to overwhelm and burnout and not being able to show up fully in your life the way you want. We're not just talking about professionally, but we're talking about personally. And as someone who has experienced burnout, someone who has lived with a partner who experiences burnout, I know that the pressures that we're feeling that feel like they're coming in from all sides of us and all around us can be overwhelming. It can be exhausting. You can feel like your relationships are compromised, your leadership is compromised, your team, your organizations, and your businesses. And so my work here is to help people come back to themselves, to trust themselves, to become the leaders that they know they're meant to be, to find and feel the joy in the passion in the work they're doing, and to really live their life with such integrity and beauty and possibility in all areas of their life. And what I have learned from my own experiences, I didn't realize it at first. I didn't realize how much my own identity was influencing and playing a role in my experiences of burnout and this implied pressure, both that comes from outside of me, but a lot of it comes from inside of us. And I'm not sure that we talk enough about the internal pressures that we experience as leaders, and that we have, in my opinion, or that we have come to accept burnout as
How does somebody know when they're on the verge of
oh,
burning out? And tell us a little bit about your story, how you realized, ooh, man, I'm on the edge right here. How do people know that, and how are they going to mitigate that with your
yeah.
help?
So it's gonna show differently. I consider burnout to be a symptom. So are you overthinking? Your mind is just looping. It's hard to sleep. You feel like you're the only one who can do the work and carry it. And if you don't do this work, if you don't put in the extra hours, if you don't, continue to push, then it's
Mhm.
all gonna fall apart. And what happens is that, at least for some, you start to withdraw. You withdraw in your relationships. There's more distance, this emotional distance as you're carrying more. There's potential health concerns that come up, both physical and mental health concerns that show up. And I where you just maybe you can't feel it, you feel like you can't take your foot off the gas, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Like you just there's there's no other speed for you. You're just
There's only
going,
full speed ahead, or not at all.
or or not at all, or you're going to collapse. Like the only thing that's going
Collapse.
to get you to stop is that something's going to happen and you're going to collapse from exhaustion. And you take vacations and yet you're still tired when you come back. The passion or the excitement that you once had for the work that you're doing, the life that you're living, you don't feel it in the same way as you used to. And you recognize that difference.
It sounds like you work with all different types of people, and this isn't like a one size fits all solution. And maybe that's where the personal coaching comes in, as is so important because we're all created differently, right? We're equal but different. How
Yeah,
does that
so
work, and how do you identify what your client's best needs are that
I
you
love,
need to help meet?
yeah, I love that question. 100%, we're not an all si one size fits all. Uh, 100%. We are all made and navigate our lives differently. And that's what I believe the value of private coaching or small group coaching really allows for people to experience that individual support. So when I work with clients, I meet you where you're at. If you
Mhm.
are, because I believe that leadership support is sustainability practice. It's a best practice for businesses, for organizations.
Mhm.